All right, so we actually don't have the overlays text correct, so we're just gonna get rid of them.
GG.
Yeah, so yeah, since we didn't anticipate streaming this, we don't have the stuff ready.
Grill got carried on the blue side, C Nation on the red side. Looks like Jin and Gangplank come out respectively. C Nation Bands is on the blue side. Grill got carried on the red side. My apologies. So it looks like C Nation on the blue bans out the Ari against the KT Fresh because I know that's her main. Interesting Leona ban. Leona ban's been played every game that Ho-Ho's has been in. So they're banning out Ho-Ho's. They seen him on that Leona. They said, no, we don't want to get stun rooted down. They know Ho-Ho's plays a lot of Leona. And I know he's upset because that's the only champion that I've seen him play in the last couple of days. So they're banning out that bronze support, putting him on something else. They also take away the Lee Sin, which I think is a really good takeaway from the Grill Got Carried team, just so they can't get that early snowballing down. And it's going to be a totally different kind of team that's coming out here. So, and they also get rid of Xin Zhao because on 6.3, Xin Zhao is broken.
Broken. All right, so now that we're going to get our first pick in,
it'll be B.
Yeah, we got first pick here. So your AD Curry, let's see what he decides to go with as a pick.
Looks like first pick Caitlyn out. They want to get that Caitlyn out of the way.
Instalock Udyr, though. That's interesting.
Instalock Udyr. They're taking after me. I'm going to have to watch this guy. I'm going to have a lot of critiquing. If you guys don't know, I main Udyr. I have like over 2,000 games on him. Let's see if he plays the way I play it. And let's see if he can open up to gates.
Now,
use some ZZ Rot.
Now, hold on. With the Runic Echoes, Udyr, I know last patch, he was #1 win rate in the game.
And he still is this patch. If you go, you can go same masteries, movement speed, quints, attack speed, runes, cooldown reduction, and magic resist, blues, and seal armors. And if you go Runic Echoes into Iceborne Gauntlet, into ZZ Rot, into Deadman's, you're still a beast. So on the blue side, they pick up the Caitlyn. They said, we really want this. That's part of our strategy. We need to get it. On the red side, they pick out round out the second ban with the Fiora. So Udyr Fiora coming out. Fiora is an overall top laner. We've seen a lot of Nautilus support played today. Let's see if we see another one. Looks like that they're hovering over Xwrath as well. Nautilus is locked in. That's probably going to be a support. Ho-Ho's. They go, hey, Ho-Ho's. Leona and Nautilus did the same thing, except for Q is your new E. And then you actually have to hit.
You only have to attack people to stun them.
And Q's your new E, and then you hit your E for your W on Leona.
Yeah.
And it looks like they round out Brand. So it looks like a little bit of a sieging comp, a little bit of poke comp. Brand throwing out his stuns, his fireballs. Brand's a very good mid lane mage to play. It's interesting that they picked it this early in the draft, though. Now KT has the counter pick to that. They're hovering over the Lucian. They say, okay, you got your Caitlyn. Lucian's very good in the meta.
Lucian is actually, I believe, what Hotline Ping played last game as well.
Mm-hmm.
The last game, or the one from earlier.
I don't think he died on it either. He went 1-0 and 6, if I do remember.
You know, I don't remember.
I think I do, and I think it was 1-0 and 6.
So we can actually go back and look at that.
But it looks like he's hovering over something else. Looks like they want the Lulu. I don't know if that's support Lulu or mid lane Lulu. And Vayne comes out for Hotline Ping.
Okay. I think that's a good pick, especially with the Lulu. That's gonna help Vayne and lane. Although I guess that could be a mid lane Lulu.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It could be support or mid lane. You're looking at now the top lane and the jungler. They're looking at Renekton and Trundle. 106, am I right?
Let's see. Where was it? Where is it? 4-0 and 10 is what Lucian went last game. But this game he's on Vayne.
Yep. Is there a countdown timer on that?
You know, I'm actually surprised that isn't there. I'll probably have to get that fixed.
It's because it's... I don't know why. It was.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Well, you can't actually see the countdown for the ban and picks timers on the overlay, so I'll have to get that fixed for next week.
All right, so blue team has their composition rounded out to Shin top lane, so it looks like they want to make plays across the map and also keep a top laner in there. Shin's also been reworked, and they pick out Trundle. And then to round out this composition down here in the bot lane,
A Brom. That's
yes,
pretty solid pick, honestly.
Brom.
Honestly, I think that would have worked for the blue team really well because the 80 carry can really easily just pop those Brom stacks.
Yes,
from
but
the passive.
Brom also pretty good against Caitlyn to block the R and most of her skill shots. To stand in front of the Brand, I think it's his Q, Brand Qs. Again, it's just a frontline tank. They need another frontline tank. So that is going to be a Lulu mid with KT Fresh. He's taking a little bit more of that supportive role playstyle now. And let's see what happens now. She steps back from going from LeBlanc to Lulu. They got a strong Fiora in the top lane, which went really well last time. Udyr in the jungle. Braum and Vayne on support, and then red team has a very good siege composition going on here, especially with that Shin top lane for that split push, Trundle pillars.
Yeah,
so I expect a bloodbath.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. So one of the other things we want to look at here is that, well, this is actually unrelated to Champion Select, but I forgot to start the Champion Select music for every single game tonight, and I'm really upset about it.
Did you start it now?
Yeah, that's what it's playing.
Okay. All right, so win conditions for the blue team. What do you think it is?
Blue team? They've got some CC. Honestly, they've got a lot of CC. They got the Nautilus knockup, Nautilus auto tech stuns, and that hook. Brand, he's got a stun. Caitlyn traps, Shen taunt, Trundle pillar. It could be pretty dirty.
Yeah, and if you remember, Caitlyn, she actually has like an ammo system for her traps now. So when they go to siege towers, she can actually lay down the traps and behind that tower, so it makes like basically a line of traps that the enemy has to go through. And if they get caught on the trap, that's an easy Nautilus Q onto them, a Shen taunt, a Brand pillar Q to stun them, or just another Trundle pillar. What do you? We already seen Grill got carried earlier, and they went with the more early game type of style where they have to snowball and win early game and then snowball that into the lead. Where do you? This is more of a mid to late game. It's a new type of style that we seen. What do you think about Grill got carried in their win condition? What do you think they have to do?
Honestly, I think they just gotta let Fiora and Vayne get big. We got a really supportive mid laner, so that's probably going to be, using the, what's it called?
Speed boost?
No, not the speed boost, the ultimate from Lulu.
I don't know what it's called. I know the ultimate. I don't know the ultimate.
Basically, it makes you huge and gives you health and maybe a shield. I don't recall.
Yeah, shield health. It makes you huge and pops up everyone around you, so it's a knockup. She can either use that to speed up the Udyr for the stun, to help Vayne get away and also make them big, and that's also with her regular speed up. Or Fiora too, and Fiora's in the middle of the fight, she just pops her ultimate, makes Fiora big, pops up everyone around her, causes chaos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, but I think they're just looking for that protect the Vayne comp.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Braum, if you've got Braum standing right next to that Vayne, getting the passive off onto anyone that comes near, you're gonna be in good shape. Now, looking at people who can blow up Vayne, pretty much only Brand.
Yeah, Brand, unless the blue team, how they fight, will just be kind of
Wild Growth. That's what it is.
Wild Growth.
Wild Growth is the name of the Lulu ultimate.
Blue team during team fights, you're going to be looking for that Shin to ult in from a different lane. They might try to use that split push and get Fiora off in a different lane, and make it all of a sudden a 5v4 with the Shin ulting in and leaving Fiora up in the top lane, trying to get that numbers advantage against the red team. But I think it's going to be more of a, they have to land their CC, they have to get their CC on that Fiora, on that Vayne, and try to work front line backwards and try to just pile up onto that team.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you're right. What's interesting, though, is Caitlyn was first picked, right?
Yeah.
And Hotline Ping picked Vayne into Caitlyn.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
There's going to be a new champion for Ho-Ho's. He's only been playing Leona, and now he's playing Nautilus. He does have mastery on Nautilus, so he is familiar with the Naughty.
Yeah, that's for sure. So if you actually look, I managed to get an overlay done. I gotta mute the music here. I managed to get the overlay for this game done while they were in Champ Select.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that.
First time seeing C Nation come out. Second time seeing Girl Got Carried. Totally different team comp from Girl Got Carried. From the LeBlanc to the Lulu, from the early game snowballing that we saw earlier to the mid game. Let's see what happens. Let's see if C Nation was watching that game and maybe picked up a few things about how they played. Brand's gonna throw out the pillar, miss, and just auto.
We got a game of record right there.
So it looks like it's going to be standard lanes. Or no, not standard lanes again. It looks like there's going to be a lane swap from the red team. Red team's going to put Fiora against the bot lane.
Yeah, and they're going to double jungle. So I think that's one of the reasons why they decided to pick the Vayne to the Caitlyn. You know, have
so now it's
top
going to be
laner and jungler double jungle,
Yes.
then send the Braum and
they want that Vayne to stay
top.
safe and farm. They're going to put Vayne and Braum versus the Shen, and then they're going to have Fiora following Udyr around. Let's see if this actually works out, or if Fiora is actually against the bot lane, which would make sense. So I think it's going to be top lane's going to follow. They're just going to double jungle.
Yeah, so top laner
Work out.
for Girl Got Carried is going to double jungle with
Okay, and if you watch, and this is what Fiora's going to do. Fiora's going to they're going to start that camp together, and how it works is Fiora's going to take the small little miniature blue buffs, and then Udyr is going to take the big one. Now, what is going to happen is they're going to push this lane in hard top lane. Fiora and Udyr should meet them there, and then take that tower.
that is if Shen doesn't decide to go into them. I honestly don't think they will, because that'd be kind of silly.
Yeah, Braum can just get his passive off, and it'd be a dead Shin. He's not tanky yet or anything. Doesn't have damage.
So what's interesting is that Udyr is actually tanking the camps instead of not doing other stuff.
Yeah, well, Udyr can take the camps because he has that shield form, or the turtle stance, which allows him to get lifesteal, and he has pretty good self-sustain in the jungle, where he can actually do a full clear and still be healthy rather than most junglers. But it looks like Fiora's going to go back down the lane.
Yeah, so Fiora's going to 1v1 Caitlyn in the bottom lane.
And they're going to send Ho-Ho's to help support with Shin.
Right, so that's actually going to prevent this early tower take that you see so often.
Yeah. What they didn't do is Fiora put herself at a little bit of a disadvantage against Caitlyn in the bot lane. If you could so kindly move these around so where they match up.
Oh yeah,
top lane against top laner and all that stuff. Let's see. But they're just trying to put that, get that Vayne a little bit more of an advantage. Ho-Ho's is going to go in, get stunned up.
He decided to stop Vayne's back, but he gets knocked into the wall, and the last auto attack, that's a first blood for Vayne.
That was a nice chain CC there with the Grill got carried. Love to spam their emotes. Nice condemn into the wall, followed up by the Braum passive on Ho-Ho's. Puts him down.
Yeah, honestly...
wrong place, wrong time. Don't know why he went in there with no Caitlyn there.
So, he was just trying to stop the back, but he got... a little bit more than he chewed. No, he bit off a little bit more than he could chew. That's the correct phrase.
There you go.
But
we got Stalker's Blade coming out for Udyr. He's going or Chilling Smite, should I say? He's gonna get that speed boost. See what Trundle goes. Shin going down to the bot lane now. He wants to get matched up against Fiora.
Yeah, so actually what's going to happen is they're going to play this little cat and mouse game of sending people top, sending people bottom, because Vayne, as you can see, is heading down to that bottom lane.
Yep.
And they're already rotating Caitlyn down there.
Yep, and Fiora had to waste her teleport to go up. Now Shin's going to walk all the way up to the top lane. So now we're actually going to get standard lanes. Ho-Ho's is actually in the middle.
Nautilus is in a very bad place right now.
He has to flash out. Brand's there. Udyr gets exhausted.
Drops the Ignite, and he manages to get away. So they actually got Udyr's flash in exchange for the support flash. So I think that's a pretty decent trade overall.
Yes. I actually like to see Nautilus roaming around. Ho-Ho's roaming around trying to help the team out, trying to gank along with the jungler. Looks like Trundle's coming down.
Yeah, Trundle's giving bottom lane a visit.
Throws down the pillar to stop. Caitlyn's going to auto attack, go from Braum to Vayne. They have to stop. Looks like they're focusing on Braum instead of Vayne.
Yeah, they're certainly focusing Braum. They're all really low though, so I could see this.
Yep, Caitlyn has the out poke. Too much flashes in, heals.
Auto comes through,
Q
dodges the Q. They're still
Shield
going
comes
on for
out.
that Braum though.
Damage reduction from that shield.
Yeah, nothing's gonna come through.
So a flash is down from Caitlyn and a heal is down from Vayne. Vayne and Braum are going to stay there though. Udyr's going to come and back him up, it looks like.
Yeah, so Udyr's gonna come in for this gank while they're pushed up, and honestly, I think they might get a kill here.
Yep. Udyr going to come in, bear stance, smite, Nautilus, throws down the stun, allows Caitlyn to get away. Braum uses her heal, gets exhausted. Braum Q's going to come out, she's going to try to dodge it. Braum Q gets hit, but she's too far up. So Nautilus just kind of said, okay, I'm going to be the real true support, sacrifice my life, and to protect yours. Good guy Nautilus.
Good guy Nautilus.
If you look at the top lane, 20 CS above Shen, Fiora again. I think I played with Chicken Sailor before. He's a decent top laner.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty well for himself. He's lost out on a lot of CS
from
because,
that lane swap.
Yeah, the lane swap. He had to 1v2 for quite a while. So
Fiora goes in, hits level 6 before Shin does. Tries to get off on the vitals, only gets one.
But in the middle lane, let's check out what just happened there, because, alright.
Brand's really low, standing there. KT Fresh knows how to use her mana, flashes in, hits Pixel,
Flash.
turns him into a little rabbit, and he goes down.
Yeah, there wasn't anything he could do there, honestly, because he got turned into a rabbit, so.
Yeah. Looks like Lulu's gonna go with the Abyssal Voyage first to
Abyssal Voyage?
or Negatron Cloak. She's building into Abyssal Voyage or Abyssal
Scepter.
Yes,
Yeah.
Abyssal Scepter. I don't know where I got Voyage from.
Chicken Sailor going in on that Fiora, though, after that fight, because she's got her ultimate down, and Shen is still pretty strong. What's interesting is that happened, Shen was able to bully out the Fiora when he's only got his starting items.
Yeah.
But
Comes
now,
back with a blasting wand.
yeah, and Fiora's coming back to lane with a Tiamat, so
Just more pushing, more farm for Fiora, hitting her power spikes more. Once she has that 2-level item power spike with Ravenous Hydra and Black Cleaver. Looks like Udyr's gonna give the blue over to KT Fresh. Lulu, good guy Udyr. I would have kept the blue because I'm
not
greedy.
surprised, honestly. That's also going to mean that Shen's going to be under tower a little bit more, because Shen only went with the Bami Cinder, I believe that's the name of the item.
Yes.
Yeah, Bami Cinder. So he's not going to be pushing as hard as Fiora will with those auto attacks.
Yeah, he'll still be pushing a little bit more now that he has that Bami Cinder. That's one of the reasons why they got Sunfire. It actually got buffed a little bit to do a little bit more damage to nature monsters and minions. And also, when Fiora gets close, damage comes out, lands the Q.
That was
Gets
actually
that
a really
taunt.
good trade in favor of Shen there.
Yes. And he also has this big minion wave, and he's catching up in farm to Fiora. So he's gonna that Sunfire and that Bami Cinder is gonna help him.
So looks like we have Udyr getting caught out while trying to do a little bit of counter jungling. Auto attack lands, exhaust, EQ, combo, standard. Caitlyn picks up a kill.
Since this is tournament,
Round robin style, but not actually tournament.
Tournament server, right?
Tournament draft.
Tournament draft. Are they able? Are they able to hit pause?
Yeah, they could pause the game if someone was like lagging or something.
Okay.
But Caitlyn gets stunned into the wall. Oh my god.
The damage
Vayne canceled an auto.
Oh, the Shen! The Shen ult saves
Oh.
Caitlyn. Gets the
Nice.
last hit.
Oh, I honestly was expecting Caitlyn to die there.
Yeah, so was I. He queued into the bush so he gets out of the vision. But the Shen save. Looks like off of that, they're going to pick up Dragon. Trundle able to eat down those objectives. Hits the Dragon. Goes over to the blue team. Trundle gonna go mid lane, get knocked out by Lulu with her damage.
Yeah, so
And
apparently Braum disconnected. So that means you can pause because we are in tournament draft. We're catching up with the live, so I'm going to assume that means the pause is still going on.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Pause comes out.
Alright, so
Alright, with the pause, let's talk about where we're at now. Blue team has 1 dragon. Red team is 2k gold ahead off of kills and farm. If you look in the mid lane, KT Fresh always ahead of the mid laner with the farm, about 50 farm ahead. Jungle is even in gold. Trundle does have 2 assists. He does have 2 assists with 2 kills, so 100% kill participation. Shin actually got an assist off that, and he's catching up to Fiora's CS thanks to Bomby Sunder and all that waves pushing towards him. So if you were the red, or Vayne also has 2 kills, so Vayne's getting a little bit fed.
well,
But so does Caitlyn.
yeah,
So
Caitlyn.
the ADCs are both respectively getting fed.
Yeah, so one of the things about the blue team or C Nation, they have the Shen. Looks like Braum's reconnected, so we should be getting into games soon. What I was going to say, though, is we saw it happen in that last fight where Caitlyn picked up the kill on Vayne, was that you think that you can take on this person, but you can't because there's actually a Shen ready to ult and save that person. So the game's resuming, so let's get back into it.
All right. Game resuming. Again, we're not on land. Lag on land. Again, if I was the blue team right now, they got Dragon. They just need to put down as much vision, wait out for the next Dragon, trying to farm, try to get picks, try to get ganks. And I would say they need to shut down KT Fresh in the middle lane. Even though she's on that supportive jungler, make her, or supportive mid laner, make her a little bit more useless.
Well, we all know how annoying Lulu can be.
I know how Lulu puts me on tilt. The laugh, the speed up, the shield, the full.
Looks like they want to fight here.
Ho-Ho's
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
wall.
Meanwhile,
Shen.
top lane, we got a gank coming in. That's going to prevent him from going bottom with his ultimate. Looks like in the bottom lane, let's go ahead and go back 15 seconds and watch that fight that happened while we were in top lane. Braum used his ult. Vayne went ahead and ulted too. Got a lot of damage off onto Caitlyn, but no kills happened from it. However, Shen decides to come back up and gets a Thunderlord proc on him.
Fiora's just zoning him away from CS now. Udyr's hanging around the top lane. Nautilus is just trying to stay up, keep them away from Caitlyn. Trundle's going to come down and say, hey, I see your wards. Clear out that pink ward there, but they still have a sight ward underneath that pink ward, so they can still see when Trundle comes.
Yeah.
Very good vision here by both teams. Blue team actually has a pink ward down there in the bottom side of their map.
Yeah, I don't know.
Buff. I don't think that's a smart where, unless they expect like a deep invade.
Okay, well hold on. We got Shen going in on the Fiora here. Gets some pretty decent damage down, honestly. Udyr's on the bottom side of the map, so he's not going to be able to help out. We do have Trundle right here. helping out with this turret take. Oh, we got a flash pillar from Trundle. Meanwhile, Udyr's coming in for the AD carry, but KT Fresh with the Lulu is right there, and they don't want this fight. Blue team, that is.
Easy Q knocks the passive. Udyr's gonna stun him with bear stance, flashes, stun.
Yep, that's a dead Trundle.
And that looks like to be a Tiger Deer to me. He's going Tiger Deer instead of Phoenix.
Yeah, he is going Tiger. That's actually what he leveled up, level 1.
Yep, he's going Tiger Deer.
Seeing him been using. So if we go back,
yeah, I want to break down that fight a little bit. So as you can see, blue team, what they shouldn't have done, Trundle, what he did here, Lulu was going to come around for the flank. They should have got that tower. Trundle flashes in.
They did get the tower.
They get the, no,
they didn't. You're right.
They didn't get the tower. Udyr flashes in to get to Caitlyn. Trundle flashes in for Vayne, but gets condemned back because Caitlyn and Nautilus didn't follow up because they were too busy getting the tower. And then Lulu had that flank to come around and just easily finished him off.
Yeah. And then there's him being finished off. Now, however, we have a Chicken Sailor on Shen doing some major work in that top lane, keeping that Fiora kind of balanced out.
Yep, push to the tower, and now he's got Bombi Center and get armor. He's gonna be he's gonna get pretty tanky pretty fast, and even she won't be able to stop him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Again, KT Fresh being that supportive mid laner, she ulted Vayne. She's just farming up. She's getting items that she needs and poking down Brand. Brand's trying to poke back as much as he can, but not doing the damage.
Yeah, they're both pretty low on mana at this point, so
Niall's getting condemned into the wall, but Caitlyn's there to support him.
looks like they want to go for this Vayne. I don't know if they will be able to do it.
Brahm's
There's
the only one
4 people
around.
from the red team on the bottom side. This is not a fight that the blue team wants.
Nautilus is just trying to walk towards Vayne. Nautilus needs to actually auto-attack Braum to get that CC down. Vayne's going to take out Nautilus. Shen's there to save you today, Caitlyn. The spam comes out like the Gorilla Cat Carry team loves to do. Spam those emotes.
I love it. Honestly.
I love it too. That just puts Vayne even more ahead. It's only 14 minutes in the game, and you don't want a 4-1 Vayne 14 minutes in.
Well, honestly, that was just a pretty deep dive with not much vision. Chicken Sailor deciding to go in with all those minions there. I'm not sure if that was a great idea, but we'll see if he decides no, he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know what the call was on that bot play for the tower. They should have just got that bot tower and backed off instead of Trundle flashing in for the Vayne.
Well, I think it was warranted, honestly. Forced the flash out of the Fiora though, right there.
Auto attacker, auto attack for the stun. It's gonna land the R. Vayne's gonna come up, finish off Nautilus. Nope. Yep.
Shield comes out and tumble.
Tumble.
Hotline pings on a killing spree.
Easy peasy.
I'd honestly like to see a little bit more of these the brand in the fights.
Nautilus you're gonna come up. Shen's gonna taunt him away. Trundle's gonna come up for backup. He's gonna go after. They're both gonna focus on Udyr. Smite goes out.
Underlords.
Ult comes out from Trundle. He's gonna take the tower.
And nothing comes from it. So, meanwhile, in the middle lane, while they're taking the tower, this tower goes down.
Mid lane tower goes down. Again, mid lane tower falls. Blue loses so much pressure. Red lane can come up and start deep warding both the bot side and the top side of the jungle. But looks like Shen and Trundle are going to get the outside tower. So,
honestly,
blue team has both outside towers now. So they're going to be looking to push the outside towers, try to split up the red team. Again, I want to go back to that pink ward in the bot lane. I don't know why they have it down there by the red buff.
Caitlyn just ultied Lulu, so that's going to force Lulu back a bit, but the rest of the team is there to back him up. Yeah. So now we got a 5v3 in the mid lane. Vayne is bottom lane farming, which is honestly what you probably want to be doing at this point of the game on Vayne.
And I want to see Caitlyn use her traps effectively, either to wall off a closed area so they can't walk through there, or put it right next to the mid lane tower to wall that off to make the red team, because the red team has to run at you to get to you with a Udyr and a Braum to flank them off, but she's not doing that.
Now, Braum ulti goes off. They're going hard for this turret.
Lulu ulti comes out on Udyr.
Vayne's here now though. And
Brand does pick up a kill on Braum.
yeah, and blue team is really low though. That dive actually worked out pretty well, but unless they can you know, make some gains out of this, Fiora's gonna take that top tower.
Yep. Fiora's just gonna re-push back. Side lanes are in the favor of the red side right now. Dragon is up, and Dragon does have a pink ward on it by the red team. Again, I like to see Caitlyn use more of her traps to wall off some areas, or even right next to the mid lane tower. Vayne's gonna hit his ultimate, go in, gets queued by Nautilus, get condemned back to the wall, gets hit by Brain ulti, which bounces off the scuttle 9,000 times.
Yeah, so eventually nothing's gonna happen from that, but we do have Caitlyn going hard, but Braum's right behind her. So this
looks like they're
just
going to
turned
collapse,
into
causes
a
the
2v1,
flash.
and that's a
she still
Caitlyn
has her
flash,
E.
but he can get his auto attack off.
Yep, there goes
stun
the auto
really
attack.
quick.
Trundle's going to come up.
But now it's a 3v2, and this is not a fight that
the red team wants to take.
Now, forces the flash from Braum.
Forces the flash from Trundle to come out. Whacks him over the head.
But that's going to be another kill for Vayne unless something happens real quick.
Yep.
And
Jungler down. They still got the pink ward down there at the dragon. They're going to get the skull control, and then they're going to pick up their second dragon, so they're able to push more towers and snowball their lead.
yeah, so Shen's ultimate, I believe, is still down from before, so he couldn't stand united onto, what's his name, Trundle. But
Top
I'm not
lane's
sure
pushing
really...
against Fiora.
Yeah, actually, Shen recently teleported to that top lane to prevent Fiora from taking the tower from before.
Yes. Only a 4K gold deficit for the, or 3K, 3 to 4K gold deficit for the blue team. 5 kill differential. Baron's going to come up in a minute 30. They need to play to their win condition, which I think they're trying to, is push the side lanes, force Fiora, keep Fiora out of the fights, and then try to get that mid lane tower down. Caitlyn, again, needs to put her traps up to block and wall off the red team to get to the blue team, because if the red team can just go down, like, keep on doing what they're doing they're just running at the blue team and hitting them, blue team's going to lose.
Honestly, red team's been doing a really good job at protecting that tower. I mean, they did lose Braum the last time. Hey, check it out.
Hey,
disrespect. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
And he's not going, actually, he's not going Rune Echoes. He's actually going Devour, because he is going Tiger Deer. So
yeah,
he's trying to get that dot damage.
That honestly makes sense. Meanwhile, Udyr is counter jungling the red buff out from Trundle.
And Trundle's going to see it because of that pink ward down there that he has.
Well, I think he's more concerned about getting this middle lane turret down. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we see a fight here.
Pillar comes out. Snow comes down. Q slows him. Braum jumps up.
Braum gets knocked up by the Nautilus ult, but Taco Taco is in really deep right now. Braum's going, and Udyr are going straight for, what's his name? Brand, but the Shen ult saves him and prevents...
Yeah, Braum again went really deep in to get passives off, but I think Braum just needs to stay back and peel with Lulu and Udyr and let Udyr go in and let Lulu speed up Udyr and shield him and ult him and let Braum stay back. Braum's not meant to be in the middle of the team fight. He needs to be right by the AD carrier, right in the back line, kind of.
Yeah, but meanwhile, while they're trying to get this middle lane turret...
Top lane falls down to Fiora. Let's see if Fiora...
Bottom lane fell too.
Vayne, yep. They get the side lanes. Knowledge flashes out. Udyr chases. Gets stunned by Trundle. I'm going to keep on saying Tryndamere. Nautilus puts out a slow. Gets restunned. Gets stunned. Hits that dot. Turtle stance. Gets speed up with the shields. Forces a flash from Brand.
And there's Vayne in the middle lane ready to siege down this turret because
the
these
blue
guys
team,
have to back.
Yeah, blue team's low mana. Looks like that's going to be a tier 2 middle team tower for the blue or red
Caitlyn
team.
is here. She's setting up some traps, but if Braum puts up that shield, then Caitlyn can't really clear those minions. But they get some nice turret damage down. Meanwhile, Udyr continues to counter jungle and gets that blue buff away from Trundle and the blue team.
Yep. They are able to save the tower.
Yeah,
Shen's grouping.
Much, honestly.
Shen's grouping up. Now I think he needs to go over to a side lane and push. Wards spread evenly throughout for the red and blue team, it looks like.
Udyr's got the flank, though.
Yeah, Udyr's got the flank. They don't see him. Yeah, they definitely don't see him. The Braum Prefs is on. Caitlyn does have low mana, too, so it's Braum. Udyr hits the bear
comes
stance.
right in, and
Braum jumps on him.
Ultimate goes off, and
Shen
Caitlyn has to eat out, but
Udyr's
Fiora comes in and gets the ultimate off on to Caitlyn, and she goes down. Vayne flashes for Shen. He dashes forward and condemns Bran to safety. But that was a
good. Oh, Udyr got right in the middle of the team. Braum hopped onto Udyr, ulted immediately, knocked all three of them up. Shen tried to taunty three of them, but again, red team's really fed and just collapsed. Fiora came up and cleaned house.
Yeah, and all for all, that was a 1 for 3. So that's really well played by the Grill got carried.
And Vayne's 9-1, getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, the red team decides to back off, probably reset, maybe take Dragon or get ready for Dragon. It's coming up in a minute 20. Yeah, and I'm sure that there's a lot of gold to spend on the side of...
Yeah, Lulu has 1,800 in the pocket. Vayne's keeping 3K. Again, no one's close. The 7K gold deficit for the blue team. Sam, you know who I am. You know why I'm here.
Yeah, so Show 94 and the Proud Heart are currently shoutcasting. Honestly, this is like our first time really doing this, and I don't think we're doing amazing, but I think we're doing decent, so.
Alright, what can the blue team do to come back here? They need to, again, split them up somehow and get a pick and get a really good team fight.
Udyr might get caught here. He gets hit up by the
nice
Nautilus stun, but there's the Wild Growth.
Stun, he's able to run.
And Bran picks up the kill. Braum gets trapped by the pillar from Trundle and forced to flash away. And all for all, that is a 1 for 0.
A pickup. That was a nice Nautilus Q. It looks like Dragon's going to come up, so they're going to give the second Dragon of the game.
Yeah, so with the jungler down, that's going to mean that this is going to be an easy secure for the blue team.
And again, that second Dragon buff got buffed this patch, 6.3, where it actually does burn damage onto towers now for auto attacks. Nautilus throws out his Q, misses Lou, just speeds away, throws out the Pixie, says, ha ha ha, I'm out of here. And they meet up in the mid lane. So
yeah, so Udyr's back up now, so he'll be able to be there for this next fight that happens. On the bottom side, red team, or Grill got carried, has a nice way pushing towards the bottom side of the C Nation.
Get on the top side. Blue lane has the top side pushing. Looks like Vayne's going to get ulted, get
Holy
Lulu speed.
damage!
That Vayne comes out, gets ulted by Nautilus. Nautilus throws out the Q, stuns Braum. Vayne's just rolling around, tumbling, trying to get damage off as much as possible. Trundlemere hits his pillar, knocks up Braum. Braum hits his ultimate to slow down. Caitlyn's trying to catch up. Trundle's going to go straight after Vayne. Vayne's going to tumble away. Udyr
but here's Udyr coming in, going to turn the fight around. Lands the stun onto Shen, and Fiora's right in the front, managed to get the grand challenge out, slides in, and managed to pick up another kill. It's quadra kill for Vayne. Will it be a penta? I know she wants it.
Penta
kill for frickin' where is he?
Vayne.
Hotline ping.
Hotline ping with the pentakill.
Damn, son.
Well, looks like they're gonna push mid, get the inhib mid tower. Death timers are around 20 seconds. Nautilus will be the first one up, followed by Trundle. Again, that's a major swing. They played the team fight out beautifully. If we could rewind that and actually go through the team fight play by play,
I honestly would love to see that. So they get the inhib, but let's
All right, it starts off. Well, it's a really prolonged team fight, which I love.
All right, so basically the blue team just got Dragon, and they come to the mid lane, come to clear it, and they want to fight. Udyr was just killed before they got the Dragon, so they think it's a 4v5, I would think, at this point. I believe it starts out with, well, let's see.
It starts out, Vayne says, I want to go ham.
Vayne decides Vayne chunks Shen down to 1/4 health right at the beginning of the fight. She's doing hella damage. Trundle decides to go in and says, hey, we want to get this Braum. And he's actually going straight for Vayne and takes a lot of damage himself. Udyr flashes in because he's back from being dead at this point, and the two front lines just go down to that Vayne. Fiora slides in, gets a lot of damage down, allows Vayne to pick up the killing blow, and well, you know what happens from there.
Yeah, it would have been a lot closer fight. At the beginning of the fight, Brain actually had half health and half mana, and then with Shen actually getting chunked down to half health by Vayne before the actual team fight actually started, put the blue team at a huge disadvantage. So that was just Vayne saying, hey, I want some booty. I'm coming after booty.
Yeah, I was really surprised with how much damage that Vayne put out, though. I mean, at that point, he was 9-1.
And Lulu said, I got you. I got you shielded. I got you speed. Now they're going to go through, clear out all these wards.
Yeah,
rotate
absolutely.
around bot lane.
Shen actually doesn't have that much armor, so that Vayne with the Blade of the Ruin King really, that was really influential, impactful. I'm not sure which word is better there, but there you go.
So,
but I will say that C Nation has been putting up quite a fight.
Yeah. 9-20. About 11k gold. The big swing came right after that pentakill, but it was a pretty close match up until that ace.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A minute ago.
So, one of the things I will say is that C Nation, they're putting up a really good fight despite the fact they are not playing with a full roster.
Yes.
They are they're down their diamond player.
They are another team that has not a full roster.
Yeah, it's a roster of 3, and they got 2 subs. But their diamond player is actually not there today. That's going to be a dead Nautilus. And I also believe their jungler is out. So that's pretty impactful.
So it looks like they're going to go for the Baron. They're just going to end this.
It's nice and safe. The blue team can't contest this at all.
They have it warded. There's no wards down. The blue team has most of their wards down around here at the bot side where red team was just at.
Yeah, so another one of the big things I want to emphasize is that GGC, Girl Got Carried, they are playing with their full roster of players, and pretty much every other team is not playing with a full roster this week. I really want to see next week what happens when everyone has... Hopefully everyone has full rosters. This week being Valentine's Day weekend really caused some issues.
Again, blue team just gonna push out the mid lane and try to stall up the game as long as possible. Red team gonna take as much as they can with Baron. They're gonna take everything. Udyr, okay, so here's my favorite thing. Udyr down here at the bottom, he's gonna go. This is what I tell my team. I say 4 top, I'm bot, push at the same time. So if you look right here at the mini map, you have mid lane pushing. It's like a line. They have a line of minions. Mid wave's pushing at the same time top wave is, and Udyr is pushing the same time top and mid are. So they're all pushing at the same time. Now you have Caitlyn forced away from her team down here trying to defend. Udyr is going to get scuttled for some reason. I disagree with that. I think Udyr is strong enough where he should just be on top of that Caitlyn or pushing all at the same time. So
I don't know about that. Caitlyn is pretty fed at this point. She has her Giant Slayer in building into that armor penetration item. Udyr, he is not very tanky at all. He has Devourer, Triforce. If he went up against that Caitlyn could probably get away and outkite him. Meanwhile, while we got to fight Ho-Ho's.
Nautilus gets caught.
Nautilus gets caught, but he doesn't go down.
Health bar
Vayne actually flashes right in, gets a double kill.
Vayne just
Looks like we're
fast,
getting a triple kill. And maybe the Quadra. Nope. It is a Quadra.
Another
Are you kidding me?
Double pentakill by Vayne.
What? Oh my god. I mean, there's no way. I thought Caitlyn was bot lane.
Is that Gosu? Do we have Gosu in here?
Alright.
Does Gosu go to SEMO?
Holy shit. Alright, well. Let's see how this fight starts out. I'll minimize this. Alright, so looks like Nautilus gets caught, stunned into the wall. Trundle tries to get him away. The stun taunt lands, but Vayne is just doing so much damage, and
And they don't even need Udyr. Udyr's getting his buffs.
yeah, and
Udyr
then,
says, "You got this, guys. I need my buffs. I need my red buff. I'll join you in a second." Pentakill, 5v4.
Alright, looks like they're just gonna go ahead and try and end the game here.
Hey, Feeding Frenzy and Sam, we balance out the team.